This is the 2023 Toyota Crown. It's the replacement Toyota has for the Toyota Avalon. And I'll tell you what, it has a very racy look. Maybe sporty is a little bit better way to put it, but it definitely holds its own when it comes to its overall looks. This particular model that we're taking a look at today, as you can see, this is the Hybrid Max Platinum. So, with this exterior color accented with the black, everything just looks unbelievable awesome. Very clean lines, very sporty look. The LED headlights complemented by the LED daytime running lights. And when you look at how everything just flows across here, it fits. It's perfect. The proportions seem to be right. And even though you don't have a lot of functionality here, anything with the grille, you do have the upper grille right here. But again, the size, I don't know, it just seems to fit the contour of the car. Obviously gonna have the Toyota Crown right here. And then as we work our way around, look at how everything blends together. When you have the contrast of the black on the hood coming down to the front end, working its way around towards the fender, and then we start with that red. A very racy appearance. As we work our way down the side, obviously those lines continue working their way with the slope of the windshield onto the roof line. It works its way all the way over, and with this hatchback style look back here, you can almost see it in the wind tunnel with the air flowing right over and right off of the deck lid here. Very, very impressive. I like the fact we're able to see so much under the lights here at the Chicago Auto Show. Interesting thing here, the angle of the door handles. Notice how they have a little bit of an angle to them. They're not just flat and flush with the body. Gonna have that chrome look to them. And then as we look down on the lower portion of the door sill with the black sash down there, and then I think Toyota did a good job here as far as all the trim goes here around the fender wells, down on the lower portion of the door sill there. Using flat black or matte black for that really seems to fit perfectly. I think that was the right decision, not too much there. Again, same thing here with the mirrors, and I'm gonna have gloss black here on the mirror caps, turn signal indicator built in. I did turn all that off, but you can see that it's there. And then the gloss or flat black down there. Obviously, we're gonna have the surround view, 360-degree view cameras here. You'll get all kinds of angles all over the vehicle. But here's an interesting contrast. We're gonna have the brushed aluminum working its way up around on the top here. It just adds, it's not too much of one thing. It really blends together perfectly. There are a couple of engine options. The 2.5 liter makes 184 horsepower and 163 pounds-feet of torque. And if that isn't enough, well, there is the 2.4 liter turbocharged four-cylinder. It makes 264 horsepower and 332 foot-pounds of torque. Now, one thing I am a little surprised at, this is meant to be a luxury sedan from Toyota. Like I said, replacing the Avalon. Notice what isn't here. It just seems like it's kind of incomplete without the hydraulic struts to help hold the hood up. Not really a big deal. I know to a car guy that means something, but to a lot of people maybe not so much. But just so you can see what's here. And by the way, every single trim level is going to come standard with all-wheel drive. And there are 3 trim levels to choose from: the XLE, the Limited, and as we have here, the top trim level, Platinum. And depending on the trim level that you get, you will get the eCVT or the 6-speed automatic transmission. And while this looks a lot like a hatchback, it is not. I'll show you the proof right here. But you do have 15.2 cubic feet worth of cargo capacity. The Toyota Crown logo, that actually adds a really nice touch here with the mat here in the cargo area. We have a couple of those here, and then we'll take a look. There we go. You do have a spare tire, so that's a good thing. You don't have the tire repair kit, so typically you're not going to see that on vehicles unless they're an EV. But so you can see, I did reach up and release the seats, as you saw via that release in the trunk area. And this is what we have as far as how we can maximize our cargo capacity. And you do have 15.2 1.2 cubic feet of cargo capacity. So there is quite a bit of space here within the interior of the trunk area, and you can obviously fit things into the interior of the vehicle if needed. And taking a look in through the passenger side door, the door panel on the passenger side, nice soft touch materials here. That is quite a comfortable armrest. And then you decent sized door bin for this particular vehicle, not too bad. We'll hop inside here. You do have a panoramic sunroof, so kudos to Toyota on that. A little more modern than maybe some of the competitors out there. And then I'll put this up here so you can see it in action. You do have the fold down armrest. Cup holders are built in. You can conceal those away if desired. And then here we go with the rear air conditioning vents. I'm still surprised we're only seeing 2 USB ports in the rear of most vehicles. When you have seating for 3, it seems like there should be 3 USB options back here. But then again, there's ways to fix that very easily with an adapter. You're also going to have the rear seat pockets right here on the back of each seat. And taking a look in through the front door now, a fairly minimalistic door panel, but that's not a bad thing. A very clean look, a nice soft touch material here for the armrest. Sometimes you press down on those and you think that just doesn't feel very soft, but if you put your arm up there, it actually is pretty soft. Door bin's obviously going to be a little bit larger here in the front. We're going to have the Crown logo here on the door sill, a nice touch, and then the Crown logo on those floor mats. Power seats, both are heated and ventilated here for the driver and the passenger, and a really nice look here with what Toyota has done with the trim around the air conditioning vent. It works its way up. It almost looks like it doesn't even stop, but it does right there. But it picks back up and works its way all the way back across under the touchscreen. Quite a nice look here. I'm really impressed with what Toyota has done, although it does seem that you have a fairly small glove box here, a little bit of space back there in the back, but it is what it is. And you can see your connectivity and everything you have here, the cup holder right there. And then here's something interesting. Tell me what you think about this shifter right here. A little bit on the different side, something different than we've probably seen before. But basically, this is how you're going to be operating and controlling the transmission in this vehicle. And then we take a look at the nice large touchscreen. Unfortunately, I can't really do much with that because we don't have the remote today here at the Chicago Auto Show, but it is what it is. Heated and ventilated seats, like I was saying earlier, all the controls for your climate control. And then there's your push button start for starting and stopping the engine. And then a little bit more of that trim works its way back here and then around on the side. And let's see what we're going to find as far as space goes for the center console. Boy, that's kind of an interesting thing to see that it opens like that. Oh wait, it opens both ways. That is unique. I like what Toyota has done here. So you would think that it would open this way, but the good thing is the passenger can also open it towards them. So I like what Toyota has done there. A very nice look, a very, well, useful feature as far as that goes. And you can see you've got your connectivity options down here as well as a decent amount of space within the center console itself. Let's not get tongue twisted now, Tom. And then we'll finish everything up here. Taking a look here, a very nice look, modern, maybe futuristic, I would say right here as far as the lighting goes right here. And Toyota's really stepping up their game in a big way. I'm impressed. I think what they've done here is looking pretty good. Can't wait to get my hands on one of these and actually be able to test drive it and show it to you in a little bit more detail, but we're not finished yet. Taking a look in now through the driver's side door, we're going to take a look at, well, we have everything you would expect to see here on the driver's side door as far as all the controls go. We are going to have seat memory here only on the driver's side. Basically the same thing as what we saw on the passenger side. Here are the controls for the headlights right there that you can turn on and off right there. Everything very easy to do. We got people wanting to make cameo appearances in the Vehicle Visionary video, but that's okay, it happens. Unfortunately, can't show you a lot there with the digital instrument cluster, but I promise we're going to do that in the near future at Yoakum Toyota. We'll get back home, and when they get one in, we'll do that. But I'll give you a quick look at what you have here on the steering wheel. As far as your steering wheel mounted controls go, you will have the paddles right here, and then the controls for the front and rear, or excuse me, the front wipers. There's no rear wiper back there, but you do have the controls for your windshield wipers. The angle I like that. It just looks nice. A very nice looking vehicle overall. Toyota, I think, did a pretty good job here with the Crown. And there we go. Tell me what you think down in the comments section. Did Toyota do a good job replacing the Avalon with the Crown? Pretty impressive vehicle based on what I've seen so far. We'll see what happens when we get our hands on one at the dealership for the first time. Got to say a special thanks to all of you for giving me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about other vehicles, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you there.